This week on the Scottish Football Roundup, Ayr United sweep Airdrie aside at Somerset Park. Corey O'Donnell steals the show for Stenhousemuir at the Rock. And Stirling Albion stun league leaders East Fife. But we kick off in Maryhill as Partick Thistle hosted Livingston.
Looks like they want us to call for easy possession, but they've got it back. And it's Chalmers leading this attack as Megwa makes his way forward. It's almost all the way through for Graham. Does break for Megwa. Claims for handball from the crowd, but nothing really in that. That's a good ball. There's Graham! They've got the goal they deserve! Absolutely no surprise, it's that man who got it. Logan Chalmers' assist is also a thing of beauty.
It's a perfect cross. You see Nottingham doesn't know whether to go towards it. Gets caught under it. It just drops perfectly for Brian Graham. He keeps his eye on it. Side foot into the side netting. It is a wonderful goal for Thistle.
It's Logan Chalmers right into the wall. Poor effort, really. Brian Graham keeping it alive for him, though. Fires it across, goal! And so close to Brian. Shitty, that's not too far away. It's a corner kick. Kyle Megwa has got to be careful. He's been put under pressure there by Fraser. It's a good ball, and Muirhead with the equaliser! Olivia been threatening the last 5 minutes or so, and Robbie Muirhead has dragged them level.
It's a great cross and a really good header. Budenowski's in no man's land, and it's understandable because the delivery's so good. And I did wonder, would Thistle be able to stand up to it? Well, there's your answer.
Promotion-chasing Ayr United welcomed Airdrieonians to Somerset Park. The hosts flying out the blocks as George Oakley put them a goal up inside 6 minutes. Airdrie would aim to spring a quick response in search of a leveller. The Diamonds seeing penalty appeals waved away by referee Ewan Anderson when Rico Deac went down in the box. The home side would go on to add a second on 36 minutes. A corner kick breaking to George Stanger, who finished from close range. And a relentless first-half display from Ayr would garner a third goal just 3 minutes later. An excellent cross being turned home by Curtis Main for his first goal for the club. The second half would see Airdrie come out fighting in search of a way back into the game. Positive play from Aaron Reid, winning a penalty kick on 59 minutes. A spot kick which was taken by Ben Wilson. He made no mistake and pulled one back for the Diamonds. But an excellent afternoon for Ayr United would be capped off with an excellent goal on 78 minutes. A flowing attack leading to Main's second and Ayr United's fourth of the day. A brilliant result and performance from Scott Brown's side.
Miller's ball in with good pace. There's Henderson! Back in the starting lineup and back among the goals. Liam Henderson popping up to give Falkirk an early lead in Lanarkshire. Bradley now looking for a runner. Gallagher. McKinstry. Pressed by Adams. Does well to fake his man. The cross deflects. Out it comes to Tumulty. And it's an excellent strike to equalise. Regan Tumulty, the former Falkirk player, levels things up with a fantastic finish. Now Maguire. Tumulty. Neat football from Ackies. Tumulty into the box. Now Bradley. It's a lovely turn from Stephen Bradley. And Falkirk, the architects of their own downfall, as Stuart McKinstry puts the home side in front. He was the match winner in their victory over Dunfermline in midweek, and he has them ahead against the league leaders. The ball in towards Spencer, who can't break it through a crowd of bodies. Adjuman strikes, and it's in! Alfredo Adjuman with a huge goal to level things up in Lanarkshire. McCann delivers it in. The ball breaks. Here's Adjuman! That was the chance.
Queen's Park travelled to Kirkcaldy hoping to return to winning ways. The Spiders taking advantage of loose play at the back from Rovers, with Zach Rudden making it 1-0 on 29 minutes. And the Spiders would go on to double their lead early in the second period. Defender Adam Devine finding himself in space in the Wraith box to tuck home for 2-0 in the 49th minute. And a difficult afternoon for Wraith would become even more so just 2 minutes later. Adam Montgomery with a virtuoso effort to make it 3-0 to Queen's Park. But the scoring wasn't quite finished yet. Queen's Park with a free kick in the 72nd minute, with Nicola Oidur powering home a fourth for the Glasgow side. A dominant away victory, keeping the Spiders in the hunt for the playoffs. Morton travelled to East End Park, aiming to bounce back after back-to-back defeats. Owen Moffat being denied an early lead by a save from Toby Oluwayemi. Dunfermline's best chance of the opening 45 would come from a corner kick. Kyle Benedictus in space at the back post, but unable to supply the finish. And Morton's positive play would be rewarded before the break. A curling ball from Moffat on 33 minutes, creeping its way into the corner beyond Oluwayemi. But Dunfermline would respond in kind after the break. A well-placed cutback on the hour mark, finding Chris Kane to force home for 1-1 from close range. But having drawn themselves level, things would become tricky for Dunfermline on 67 minutes. Captain Kyle Benedictus shown a straight red card by referee Duncan Williams for a tackle on Jordan Davies. Despite being a man light, Dunfermline continued to threaten in the final third. A chance coming for Kane after strong attacking play, with the striker lashing home for 2-1 in the 79th minute. Kane's double enough to see the Pars to a hard-fought home win. Here's a look at the William Hill Championship table after a busy weekend. It's tight at the top, with Ayr United taking advantage of both Falkirk and Livingston dropping points, while victory over Morton pulls Dunfermline to within a point of 8th placed Hamilton Accies. Now into League One as we head to Gayfield. Arbroath hope to continue to build momentum after their midweek win over Kelty Hearts. Tuesday's match winner Andy Winter being denied the opener by Jamie Smith. Midfield maestro Fraser Taylor has been one of the signings of the season in League One. The St Mirren loanee supplying a tidy 40th minute finish to open the scoring in Angus. And an Athletics utility man, Tommy Muir, would have to be careful from 51 minutes onwards. He received a yellow card for a foul on Sam Stanton. Arbroath looked threatening with every attack and would double their lead in the 74th minute. Winter making it 2-2 with an excellent header from close range. And the Lichties would have a chance to make it 3 just 4 minutes later. Winter fouled by Muir just inside the area, with Stephen Kirkland pointing to the spot and the Annan man receiving his marching orders. It was Callum Gallagher to step up for Arbroath, but his penalty was well kept out by Smith in the Annan net. Though Gallagher would have a chance to atone for his penalty missed before time. 87 minutes on the clock when he reacted quickest in the area to tuck home Arbroath's third. "3-0, 3 points and a professional display from the league leaders." Cove aim to continue their recent stellar form when they travelled to the Rex. Paul Hartley's side taking just 7 minutes to find the opener, Adam Emsley providing the finish. It would take until late in the second half for Alloa to spring a response, but it was worth the wait. Luke Donnelly's 75th minute strike, a typically spectacular effort to level the scores. And from being one behind for the majority of the game, suddenly Alloa were pushing for a lead. Donnelly laying one on for the on-rushing Stephen School, who slammed home on 84 minutes. Though it wasn't all good news for Andy Graham's side, despite the spirited turnaround. Mikko Virtanen seeing red for a mistimed tackle, but the Wasps hanging on for all 3 points in the end. Dumbarton came into this one without a win since late December. The home team would go close to an early opener, with Michael Ruth firing narrowly wide. But it would be the Warriors to strike first at the Rock. A corner kick on 22 minutes dropping inside the Dumbarton box, with Corey O'Donnell on hand to sweep home for 1-0. And O'Donnell would make it 2 shortly after. The striker with excellent running to take advantage of some loose play at the back from Dumbarton on 31 minutes. It was one-way traffic for most of the first half, with another big chance coming to Stenhousemuir on 40 minutes. O'Donnell initially hitting the crossbar before tidying up to complete a first-half hat-trick. The second period would see Dumbarton come out with a point to prove. 54 minutes gone, when Carlo Pignatiello unleashed a shot at goal which flew into the far corner. But on a day which belonged to Stenhousemuir's hat-trick hero, O'Donnell would go close to a fourth before time. Milos Slavinsky on hand to make the save this time, as it ended 3-1 to the away team. Queen of the South aimed to build upon last weekend's away win at Montrose when they welcomed Kelty Hearts. Liam Smith with an early opening, snuffed out by the Kelty defence. Ross Cunningham has been one of the division's top performers this season. He went in search of his 13th league goal with this effort, which was well met by Ross Stewart. The breakthrough would come before the half-time break and in favour of the away team. Lewis Moore making his way into the area in stoppage time and supplying a tidy finish. Queen of the South would pile on the pressure throughout the second period in search of a leveller. A good chance coming to Fraser Bryden, whose headed effort sailed well over. And late in the day, there would be one last chance for Queens to equalise. The ball breaking for Brendan Dickinson in the Kelty box, who snatched at his shot as the Doonhamers failed to defeat at home. Callie continued their fight to avoid the relegation playoff spot at home to Montrose. Paul Allen finding space in the Mo box and dragging his effort just wide of the post. But it would be the away side to find the opener midway through the first half. Callum Sandilands bustling his way through on 34 minutes and firing home for 1-0. Alfie Babbage continues to pose a threat in the final third for the Callie Jags. The young attacker with a turn and strike from outside the box, which rattled the woodwork. The second period would see Callie dominate in terms of chance creation in search of a leveller. A corner kick finding Charlie Gilmore at the back post, who nodded just wide. Set pieces continued to be a big weapon throughout the second half. A free kick finding the head of Danny Devine, who was the next to go close for Callie. But the home side's persistence would eventually bear fruit 10 minutes before time. Remy Savage's floated ball being cushioned goalwards by Keith Bray and creeping into the far corner. A fantastic finish to grab a point from the Highland side. Let's take a look at the latest standings in the William Hill League One table. Arbroath remain top, following an excellent 3-0 home win over Annan Athletic. While Charlie Mulgrew's first win as Kelty Hearts boss has the Maroon Machine within 6 points of the playoff places. Into League Two, where the division's two northernmost sides squared off at Balmoor. Hosts Peterhead would start on the front foot in this encounter, with a cross ball finding Dylan Forrest in the Elgin box, whose header sailed well over the top. Elgin came into this one on a run of 3 straight defeats. A chance to open the scoring coming to attacker Deshaun Golding, who couldn't find the target on the volley. The opening goal would arrive just before half-time. A free kick in stoppage time, seeing an initial effort crack the woodwork before Andy McCarthy provided a stunning volleyed finish. And the Blue Toon would carry their momentum into the second period. Good work from Seb Ross on 53 minutes, allowing Kieran Shanks to turn home Peterhead's second. Peterhead were excellent throughout this one, and would continue to push to add to their advantage. Another chance coming to Shanks, who somehow turned it wide of the post. And the chances would keep on coming for Peterhead late in the day. This one finding the head of midfielder Ross, who was denied by a sharp Aidan Glavin save as it ended 2-0 at Balmoor.
No avail. Shanley's shot. It's broken to Cars now out wide. Great save from Liam McFarlane, denies. Early doors, we had somebody pinning him back and forcing him into the 5, and that's Mackenzie Carr's going to let a shot go. Still going, and his shot's drilled just wide of that far post. Wee clash of shins there. Stirling come out the better for that exchange. Here they come on this right hand side. It's into Hilson, and the header is past Liam McFarlane, and the Binos lead by 1-0. Adding insult to injury at the moment, Peterhead have doubled their lead at home to Clyde, so that gap looks set to shrink to 1 point at the moment. Here comes Shanley driving through. He's got his solid space, he's hit the shot, and it's wide off the left hand post. That is real aerial threats waiting. Monroe, Jones and Bart. It's found Monroe, and it's off the crossbar! After it came out absolutely nowhere, and he's looping header just off the crossbar. Has it got to be a penalty kick? Oh, what a save from Gaston! Monroe's ball through, and it's Rob Jones is right at Gaston though. Still going! Oh, Monroe hits the side netting!
Stranraer travelled to the capital, aiming for their third consecutive League Two victory. A 49th minute corner kick giving the away side a huge opportunity, one which was pounced upon and taken by Craig Ross. The home team would come out fighting in hopes of levelling things up. Good running from Tui Daramola creating a chance, but the attacker being kept out by Josh Lane. City kept creating chances in hopes of turning things around. Lane again having to be sharp, this time to keep out the in-form Innes Lawson. The chances would keep on coming for City, but they seemed unable to find an equaliser. A free kick causing panic in the Stranraer box, with the ball being scrambled off the line in the end. That was the closest City would come, as Stranraer returned home with the points. Spartans continued their playoff push at home to Bonnyrigg Rose. The home side taking an 18th minute lead through an excellent strike from fullback Callum Booth. The home side were able to repel most of Bonnyrigg's threats in the first half and would go on to double their lead in the second. Jamie Dishington slotting home for 2-0 in the 54th minute. But Bonnyrigg weren't giving up without a fight and would haul themselves back into proceedings on 79 minutes. Murray Aiken with a debut goal to halve the arrears. And having pulled one back, Bonnyrigg would find a huge chance to level things up. A long ball not dealt with by the Spartans' defence, with Kieran McGackey's effort going agonisingly over. It was a missed opportunity which would be punished by Spartans before time. 88 minutes on the clock when Mark Stow broke through to lash home a third and make sure of victory. An excellent home win for Dougie Samuel's playoff hopefuls. Forfar continue to fight in their battle to avoid a 10th place finish. The Loons going close to an early opener against Clyde, but unable to turn home a corner kick. Ruben McAllister has scored a couple of cracking goals since joining Forfar Athletic on loan. The midfielder only denied a third by the top of the Clyde crossbar. Clyde's first real sniff at goal would come from a free kick from the right, which almost caught Mark McCallum out, but the home team were able to smother the danger. And the Bully Wee's next opportunity would also come from a free kick after the break. 52 minutes on the clock when Ray Grant's floated ball found the head of Craig Howie, who squeezed one in beyond McCallum to open the scoring. Forfar would battle back in search of a leveller, with a strike at goal being blocked by the Clyde defence, as the home team questioned whether a hand may have been used. The Loons didn't give up hope and continued to press late on, with Russell McLean seeing an effort well blocked as Clyde took all 3 points. And now for a look at how things stand in William Hill League Two. Just 1 point separates the top two, as Peterhead capitalised on East Fife's defeat to Stirling Albion, while Spartans are now just 4 points off the playoff places following a home win over Bonnyrigg Rose. That's all for this week. Join us next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.